Okay, we're on.
All right. Well, welcome everybody to we're back in the game. It's what's December 1st? Wow, December 1st. And I hope everybody had a fantastic holiday. I know we did. We're on a program, but we didn't go too crazy. We kept it under control. So it was a great time, and team-wise, it was a little bit of a slower month, but it's expected around the holidays. There's a health bet coming in January, so now you have all month to promote that and lay down some groundwork for next year. I'll be shooting some more live video about that kind of stuff in the team page in the next couple of days. So anyway, let's get on with the call. We had, I think, about 36 new coaches added to the team in the past week. 3 of them were from Shannon's organization. And we had one all-star legend, another one this week. Those are starting to pop up on the team quite often. And this one's in Shannon's organization also. Angie Peterson, congrats for becoming an all-star legend. That's Success Club 5 for 24 months, 2 years straight. Bam, 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 bam.
She also has, I think, like 6 or 7 kids. Is that right? Angie is a very busy mom and able to still do that. That's incredible.
Yeah. So, no excuse.
Exactly.
I don't have any other rank advancements, and I'm not going to announce 2 new coaches, but I wanted to just touch base one thing, Don, and I'll let you have it. I posted the report from the total coaches added to the team. Shannon, I can't do that on your organization, unfortunately, but total coaches added
for this year
top recruiter for the year. It was Shannon Price took top honors.
Wow.
Which is awesome. But honestly, that's not why we ran the report. Not to celebrate who's recruiting who. It was to show you guys what you need to do to get to the levels that I know a lot of you want to be at. And 3 and 4 and 10 coaches a year is not going to do it. If you're a hobby coach and this is kind of a fun thing, awesome. Totally get it. But if your goal is to build a 6-figure business and be in the position that Don's in, I'm in, Shannon's in, you got to recruit more people. And you have to constantly bring people into the business. So hopefully if you were thinking you sponsored a lot and then you saw like, oh man, I only did that many. Yeah. Sometimes you kind of need to see it, and
the other thing is you always tell people too, we've never, it's been something we've talked about for years is 2 to 3 a month. Yep. 2 to 3 coaches a month is what you should be aiming for to build a successful business. And what I loved about it is I thought it was a perfect time. We talked about waiting to the end of the year, but I thought it was a perfect time to take it and say, what have people done? And now you're establishing goals for 2017, right? And take a look at what you've done, what your goals are, and then reestablish those goals.
Yeah, I ran it at the end of November so that you guys had a month to evaluate and assess and plan for next year instead of running it at the end of December and you're like, oh, I sponsored so many, and then it's already January and you got to plan. So you guys have a month to figure out what you're going to do. Okay. All right. Without further ado, we have Don tonight. Don is a 6-star diamond coach. He came into this business. He's one of us, he came into this business back in 2012, beginning of 2012. And, he is a fitness professional. He is a lousy skier. He is.
Oh man! Fighting words, man.
Yeah, he's great. So I'm excited to hear from him. I like hearing from him. He's a great guy. He's got a great vision of what this actually is, which is why he's one of the few gym owners in this organization, our organization, that got it. Like he saw what it was. Didn't quite understand it, but he knew the potential of it. Now he obviously gets it. So, Don, the floor is yours. Thanks for taking tonight's call. Looking forward to it.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it, Greg. And it's always an honor and a privilege to present what I can to hopefully bring some value to you guys and the businesses that you're running. like Greg said, I come from the gym world, for those of you who don't know me, and I've been in this fitness industry since I was a kid. My mother opened up her first gym in 1986. I was in high school at the time, and here we are 30 years later, and I just eat, live, and breathe the health club fitness industry. And so when I was approached about Beachbody coaching several years ago, I was intrigued by it because of the fact that they had teamed up with Les Mills at the time to bring Pump and Combat to the consumer world through Beachbody. And I was a Les Mills national trainer and presenter for those two programs for the company Les Mills International. So anyway, I became a coach. First, mainly out of my intrigue or interest as to why Beachbody teamed up with Les Mills. But as soon as I got into the world of coaching, I quickly realized, holy crap, like this company has figured out a paradigm that's been missing in a big way when it comes to helping people in the general population through high quality fitness programming. I was always a believer that if you wanted to get healthy, fit, and in shape, you had to go to the gym. Like, that's why I love the health club industry. But the reality is, not enough people go to the gym. Only 17% of the U.S. population currently belongs to a gym, guys. So 83% of the population does not belong to a gym. So when I got involved as a coach, I quickly took a look at the products, aside from Pump and Combat. I took a look at P90X and Insanity and then some of the others, and then obviously Shakeology and the Ultimate Reset. And I started to actually become a product of those products. I started to do those programs and drink Shakeology in the gym. So I work out at home sometimes, but most of the time I'm working out at home. And what I quickly realized was that this company has created what are undoubtedly among the best pathways in the world when it comes to exercise and nutrition. And make no mistake about that, guys, these programs are among the best in the world. And so that really became my aha moment that led me to go full board with this business and start tapping into the world of other fitness professionals to say, hey, this is a way that you can expand your interest and your passion for helping people above and beyond the gym that you might work in, or the gym that you might own, or the people that you might train. Like, here's a way that you can get beyond the four walls of your gym with real high quality fitness programming in this world of coaching, which, through social media and support groups and challenge groups, I was never introduced to anything like that until Beachbody came along. So that was the number one belief, I should say, that spurred my interest to go full board with the business. And so what I want to share with you guys tonight are what I believe to be three critical things. Like, if you want to succeed in this business, there are three undisputable things that you have to believe in if you want to make it happen. And if you're teetering on any one of these things, you want to put focus onto those things and what you're teetering to make it a solidified, heartfelt belief. The first thing is the products. The belief that these products are among the best programs or pathways in the world when it comes to exercise and nutrition and helping people lose weight and get healthy and get fit and improve their lives. You have to believe that in your heart. And if you don't really believe that deep down, because you're not a product of the product and you're not drinking Shakeology and you're not doing your workouts every day, then it's hard to really become an inspiration to others. People can feel the energy and aura that you give off when you're talking to them. And if you're just trying to talk to them about factual information regarding these programs, and they're not really feeling it from within you that, holy crap, these things must be really good, because I can see that you are shining and really, believing that these are that good. If you're not doing that, it's hard to really get people to buy into what you're trying to sell. Okay, so that's the number one belief. You believe that the products are of that quality, and you feel that deep down in your heart. The second thing that you have to believe in is this business model, this multi-level marketing business model, and what this business opportunity is, because I'm sure most of you have come upon the people who shun you or start to turn away from you when they realize it's multi-level marketing. It's that perception of, oh, is this one of those pyramid things where I got to go sign up a bunch of people and all the people at the top make all the money? Like, there's just this perception of multi-level marketing in general, that or direct selling or network marketing in general, there's this perception of that's what it is. The people at the top make all the money. And I get that. I understand that. I felt that way when I signed up. I was like, man, is this one of these things now where I got to go out and bother all my friends and try to get them to sign up for something? But what I quickly realized that in this business model, and if you don't know this, you might want to write this down. This business model of Team Beachbody sits in the world of binary network marketing. And in binary network marketing, it's an equal playing field. Meaning, and Greg nailed this the other day. If you haven't seen his 20, I forget what it was, Greg, that you called the 20 benefits of this business, or the 20 positive attributes of this business.
20 reasons why this business model is the best.
Yeah, he nailed it. And the biggest takeaway is, if you were to plot out all 450,000 coaches in the network right now, and you had them on a big giant map in a grid, and you identified all the big six-figure earners, every coach who was making six figures and above annually on this big grid, you would find that it does not look like a pyramid at all. You would find that you would have six-figure income earners at the top, in the middle, at the bottom, in the left, and the right, and all over the map. You would also find that you have people at the top making zero money because they chose not to engage in their home-based business. Doesn't matter when you sign up for this business. It's what you make of it when you come into the opportunity. That's what makes this such an awesome opportunity for anybody that wants to maybe earn some supplemental income or build a real substantial business that they own. You don't answer to anybody.
If I could just add real quick, Don, out of the 41 founding coaches, there's some that aren't making any money. None, because they chose not to do anything.
They chose not to do anything. That was their choice. Or they chose to try it, but they didn't believe in these things that I'm talking about right now. They didn't believe that these products were that good, that they could go out and help people with the support and the coaching that they could provide. Again, second thing, the business model and the opportunity, believe in it. And when somebody starts hemming and hawing over, well, isn't that one of those pyramids? I sometimes talk to people about, well, where do you work now? And for those of you that work in a corporate environment, where do you work now? When you look at that company that you work for, who's making all the money? The person that you're working for, who probably has somebody above him who's making more money, who's ultimately reporting to the CFO and then the CEO who's making the most money. That is corporate America is a pyramid. Direct selling, network marketing, not a pyramid. It's what you want to make of it, and you own it, and you run with it, and you don't let any naysayers get in your head, because it's the honest to God truth when it comes to how this business of Team Beachbody is set up. The third thing, guys, so make sure I'm staying good with my time because we got Bonnie coming up. The third belief that you have to have is in yourself. And it is very easy in this business to almost feel a sense of inadequacy when you hear from other successful coaches, or you see what others are doing and you're like, man, how come I'm not doing that good? Like, maybe this just isn't for me. No, what it means is that you simply have to dive into personal development even more. Learn what needs to be learned and put in the daily effort that those successful coaches have put in and day out for months and years. 9 times out of 10, if you're not succeeding, it's not because you don't have it in you. It's just because you're not applying yourself every single day to these vital behaviors that successful coaches embrace. Or you are going about your business in a way that you still are unsure of yourself. And when you're unsure of yourself, be it when talking to a customer, or be it talking to a potential coach or somebody that you're sharing the business opportunity with, if there's any sense of uncertainty about you, they can smell it a mile away. And that will cause people to go, might not be for me. But when you are so confident and heartfelt in what you believe about the products, the business, and that you have it in you to do this, that resonates and people buy in. They want what you have. And that's how you start to lead and grow a team. So just to recap, 3 things to believe in wholeheartedly. The products, they're among the best in the world. So much so that, get this, the gym that I own with my mother is a very large Gold's Gym franchise in Newburgh, New York. We're actually in the midst of a huge expansion and renovation. And this gym has 11,000 members. It's 75,000 square feet. I mean, it's like a multifaceted sports complex, but it's a massive fitness and training facility. And we are carving out an area as we speak as an exclusive VIP training zone for anybody who purchases a Beachbody fitness program or subscribes to On Demand through the gym or any of our coaches. Because we believe and we know that these pathways and plans that are provided by Beachbody are among the best in the world. And how many people go to a gym and bounce around and meander, and they do what they think they should be doing, or they do the same thing day in and day out, and they eventually get bored, their bodies stop changing, they stop getting results, and they quit. It's because they're not following a plan when they go to the gym. Beachbody provides the best plans in the world that you can complete at home, in a gym, when you're traveling. It doesn't matter. So my feeling was, you know what? A lot of people like to go work out in a gym, but they don't have a plan. So let's carve out a VIP training area and give them the plan that best suits their needs. Give them their own private equipment, open space, shelving to put their laptop, their tablet, their phone, and let them have at it. That's how much we believe in the quality of these products and programs. Secondly, make sure that you believe in the business opportunity and the model of what binary network marketing is. And if you don't understand it, study it. Go on Google. Binary network marketing. And why there's an equal playing field for everybody who comes in. My wife and I built this thing up to a 6-figure income in 3 years because I knew we could. I believed in it. And I jumped in and started sharing this opportunity with everybody I knew. So much so that people were like, damn, dude, you are so psyched over this. There must be something to it. And they dove in, trained them, and here we are today. And then yourself, the self-development, this team Eternal Fit, and everybody that's part of the True Alliance, it's extraordinary. The leadership, the knowledge, the willingness to share best practices, eat it up, apply it, but don't lose your own individuality. Everybody's unique and different. Identify your strengths and run with them. You might not be able to talk to fitness professionals the way I can. That's okay. I can't talk to stay-at-home moms the way some of you can. We're all different. Identify your niche and run with it. And believe that that's where you should be in your business. All right? So on that note, somebody who came into my organization through Alan Bernstein Rand, another very successful coach, Star Diamond coach. He's here on the call. 3-star Diamond coach, I should say. She and I go back a long ways, and she came into the business a few years ago. She turned her sister Bonnie onto the business. I could have had either one of them on this call this evening. Bonnie had recently achieved Success Club Legend. So Bonnie is with us this evening. She is somebody who I can remember being on the phone with her one night for, it must have been 2 hours, and talking to her and answering all of her questions, but I knew that she believed there was something to this. And since then, she has run with it, and she's doing some great things. And so I want Bonnie to share what she has done to get to that Success Club Legend status, to get to the rank of 2-star Diamond, and why she succeeds month in and month out and continues to see her income grow. So let me turn it over to you, Bon. Thanks so much for saying yes to my invitation.
Well, thank you, Don, and thank you for inviting me to speak. Hi, everybody. So I'm Bonnie Scharf, and I've been a Beachbody coach for 3.5 years now. I do have to totally agree with everything that Don just said, because we all really do start on the same level playing field, and that's what makes this business opportunity, this business model so amazing. And I personally think that I put together a list of 5 things that I really believe make or break each coach in this business. And even if you haven't been doing these things all along, and you haven't seen success, you haven't seen the growth that you want, it doesn't matter, because you can start right now and make it whatever you want it to be. So the first month that I was a coach was the only month that I didn't make Success Club. That I started at the last week of May, and then I didn't make Success Club in June, but I made it in July and every month after that. So it's like 41 months. But there were totally many months where I was struggling. It was not easy. And I'm sure all of you can relate. It's a very cyclical business, and we all go through the same cycles. There's going to be slumps. There's going to be times where people say no to you left and right. You just can't get anybody to say yes, no matter how many invites you do every day. And so the first part that I really think sets the tone for success in this business is you really have to have a burning desire, a strong why, a why that makes you cry when you think about it actually coming true, whether it be quitting your full-time job, whether it be being home with your kids, whether it be getting out of debt, or just whatever it is, if something in your life that you want to be different, that you can't even imagine living the rest of your life or even living the next few years with it remaining that way, that needs to be so strong and a burning desire inside of you that it makes you never want to quit. No matter how slow things get, no matter how dejected you feel, you will not give up, because you will not accept this not happening in your life. My personal why was being home with my kids, wanting to get out of the corporate world and living my life on my terms. That's my personal why, burning desire, not willing to give that up no matter what. So even though it was hard waking up on some days, not feeling it, like not being in the mindset, I made myself. And that leads into my second tip, I guess, of the things that's going to create success for all coaches. And it really is mindset. Mindset determines everything. No matter who you're doing your business, there is going to be some times where you just are not feeling it. You're feeling totally not in the mood to be talking to people or to work out, or just in a really negged out frame of mind. And you can't put yourself out there like that. So we have to control our mindset. We truly need personal development. We all come to the table with different hang-ups or different issues or different drawbacks, weaknesses, if you may. And the only way to achieve our goals is to grow ourselves. We need to grow ourselves. You know that expression, I'm growing into the person who I need to be in order to achieve my goals. That is so true. This has been a journey for me. I'm still growing. I'm still growing into the person that I need to be to achieve my goals. And it's about the effort that you put into it, making personal development and a non-negotiable in your day, every single day, whether it be reading personal development or listening to audio. I'm actually going to Date with Destiny in a week, Tony Robbins event, and I am so excited because I think that's going to be a total game changer for me. But doing things that you know are going to grow you as a person is really the key to your success. The third thing is showing up every day. I mean, even when you're not in the mood, reading something, listening to a really motivational audio or video, getting yourself, even if you put on a song that totally gets you going and jump around and get yourself in a really great state of mind, and then put yourself out there. But when I say showing up every day, I mean showing up on social media. Even if you have so much going on in your life where you're just crazy busy, you still need to post. You still need to show everybody what you're doing, what you're about, and put yourself out there, because that's what's going to maintain your reputation and show people that you are still there, that you're still consistent, and for them to develop trust in you. When I go out in, my regular everyday life, I show up. I mean, I talk to people wherever I am. It's on my mind all the time because this is who I am and this is my main focus of what I want to achieve in life. So I put myself out there no matter on social media or in real life, no matter where I am. That's what I'm talking about to people. I mean, I just work it into the conversation, whether I'm sitting at a soccer game at my son's game or I'm at the doctor's office waiting to be seen, whatever, just constantly putting yourself out there. So showing up every day, really engaging in your team and your success partner. Having a success partner is so vital. My sister Ellen and I are so perfect together. I mean, we know each other in and out since we were born. So, but we're so much alike and we know each other's strengths and we're just always, we know we can rely on each other. We're always there for each other. So we're constantly, talking and sharing and thinking of ideas and planning. And so having someone like that you can totally trust and know is there for you, even to knock some sense into you if you're feeling negative or down, that's so important. So that is a really great support system, and being part of the team, engaging in the team on a regular basis so you feel like, you're part of something bigger and you're not just doing it by yourself. Number 4, being a product of the product is really key. I mean, you can't develop the passion for what you're discussing and what you're offering people if you don't experience it yourself. So you really need to commit to a full program, not just, dabble and do it when you feel like it. You need to be drinking Shakeology every single day so you can really feel the health benefits and how your body responds to it. But you need to also be committing to a full program from beginning to end, according to the workout calendar, exactly the way it's designed, because that's the only way that you're going to see the real results. And then, I'm sorry, I'm running late at 3 minutes. The last thing is setting goals. Setting goals is so vital. So you need to really put down on paper, not just think about it, but put down on paper what you want to achieve for the next month, for the next 3 months, for the next 6 months, and then reverse engineer it and figure out how many invites you need to do, how many connections you need to make in order to achieve your goals. So I'm sorry if I ran over, but those are my 5 tips, everybody. I hope I added some value.
Awesome, Bon. No, it's so good. Absolutely.
Good.
Great job.
Great job. Does anybody have any questions? We have 2 minutes. Anybody want our autograph virtually or anything like that?
I actually got a question, if I may. Hey, Don, Bonnie, great job. Don, because the fact that when you were approached with this, that you were still with Les Mills and there was still that tie there, would you have been as open to it had we not had the Les Mills tie?
It would have been a lot harder to have gotten into my head. Absolutely.
Okay.
That's a great question. I've often thought about that. I'm like, wow, if I wasn't involved with Les Mills, would I have even looked at this? And I don't know the answer. But Shakeology swung my head around because I was familiar with shakes and all that stuff, and I had never seen anything like Shakeology.
Yeah, because you gave it to Renee, and then
That's correct. I gave it to Renee. Exactly. Imagine that, guys. I gave it to Renee Teller because she had a nutrition background, and I was like, is this really as good as they're saying it is? Like I'm reading all these ingredients, and she's like, send me a sample. And that was the start of that whole story. Just amazing. Amazing. You never know what's going to happen when you talk to people.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
No, I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it, guys. Thanks for the great turnout. You're awesome. And hey, it is the most exciting time of year.
It is.
In January. December, you should be inviting the hell out of people to that health bet in January. Like, it's the best time of year to be inviting everybody you know, because come January, everybody wants to get healthy and fit and lose weight.
Yep. If you want to benefit in January, you had to work last month and this month.
Yeah.
Just something that Greg and I, or just a quick note before you go. Greg and I have like the free join Beachbody On Demand for free, because I'm planning to like hit all these people come towards the end of the month for January. So I'm getting them enticed now for free, the on-demand for free. Now I get a chance to talk to them for January.
Perfect idea. Excellent.
When you're talking to people, you know. Yeah.
Good stuff, guys. All right, we stayed on time. 9:30.
9:30.
Yes.
All right.
Thanks, everybody.
I'll stop the recording. Thanks a lot. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Don. Thanks, Bonnie.
Thanks,
Great job.
Bonnie.
Thanks, Bonnie.